Welcome back to Ben's Garage. Eagle-eyed amongst you will know that we didn't do the September solar stats. Probably a few reasons for that. We got a little bit carried away at the end of September. We had some new panels turn up. Then the hot water tank blew up. What with one thing and another, I never got round to doing it. So we are now on the 1st of November. So we're going to do September and October's solar stats all in one video. So the month of September we generated 278.8 kilowatt hours. Now if we was paying for that electric, it would cost us €47.39, which is the going rate at the moment with it on EDF, which is 17 cents per kilowatt hour, or per kilowatt. September wasn't a great month for sunshine. We did have a bit of cloud, so we did import a little bit of power from the grid. So we imported 57 kilowatts, which cost us €10. There is the abonnement which goes on top of that, but that's every month anyway, which is €17 at the moment. Goes up and down, you know. Well, it goes up, doesn't ever seem to come down. But at the moment, our electric prices from the grid are sort of fixed. As I say, at the moment. As prices of electric will be going up, we'll be getting more of a saving from our solar system, but we'll get to all that in a bit. Month of October, thought it was going to be quite a good month. We got some, as I say, we had some more panels that we ordered. We got all them set in place, wired in. We've seen 4,000 watts coming in off those panels now, but the trouble was, once the batteries are charged up, the only other loads in the house is either the oven or the kettle. Well, the oven, you have it going for an half hour to an hour. The kettle, it goes for about 3 to 4 minutes. So you're not actually pulling that much solar from the sun. So once your batteries are filled up, it just sits there idle doing nothing, which is the beauty of the hot water tank. Once the batteries get full up, we normally turn the hot water tank on, and that will pull in 2 kilowatts for 3 to 4 hours, so you're making good use of that sun while it's out. Of course, for most of October we didn't have a hot water tank, so although we did get some really nice days and we got a lot of power coming in to charge the batteries up, we couldn't do anything with it once the batteries were charged. So the month of October we generated 267.6 kilowatt hours. If we was paying for that, just the electric on its own would cost us €45.49. Now, we did import a little bit more from the grid in October. We've imported 82 kilowatt hours, which is a price of €14. As I said, the abonnement is on top of that, so October is €31, September's 27. But you can't do anything about the standing order, can you? So that's that. So the solar system's doing well. We've now got the water tank in, so we can fire that up. A lot of people said, "Oh, you want to get a solar water tank? You want to get this? You want to get that?" Well, that hot water tank runs off our solar system. So when it's not obviously an intelligent tank like a lot of them are, but we just turn it on. I've got a nice big old fat switch, 32 amp switch. Just turn it on, and away you go. When it's up to temperature, you hear the tank click. You just turn it off again. I did look into these like Mixergy tanks, which they're ideal if you've got a solar system and you're on the grid selling it back to the grid. They work well because if the grid has surplus renewable energy, so during the day, if they've got a lot of power from solar and wind and they don't know what to do with it, they'll push it into your hot water tank and you'll get your hot water tank filled up basically for free. That's not going to work for us here. Basically, our solar system is sort of, you could call it off-grid. Although it's got a feed in from the grid that we can charge the batteries up, it is an off-grid system. So those tanks are not really relevant for us, but they're a good idea if that's the way you've got things set up. But this hot water tank we've got is ideal. It's 150 litres, it pulls about 2 kilowatts, and yeah, it's all good stuff. So I thought, right, let's do some sums. We've had this solar system installed now since the 30th of November last year. So we're getting on to being nearly a year. But so far we have generated, with our system, including the extra 4 panels we've just put on, 2,906.8 kilowatt hours of electric that we've actually used ourselves. We've generated it and we're using it. Now if we was to be paying for that electric, that would cost us €494.15. That's just for the electric we've used. So by the time we get to this being in for a year, that would have saved us just over €500 for the year. And that's going on the prices at the moment. I say as the electric prices go up, we'll be saving more. You know, I did some sums, like in the UK, I don't know, I keep hearing people saying it's 35 cents a kilowatt hour. Now if it was 35 cents for 2,906 kilowatts, that's just over £1,000 pounds, that would be. But say we're only on 17 here, so the system is working well. I will be doing a video on this inverter, the good and the bad. There's a few things that are very, very good, and there's a few little niggles. They're not bad enough niggles that I wouldn't buy it again, but they're just... If you're interested in that video will be coming along at some point. But system's been working flawlessly, almost. But yeah, so if it keeps this up and the price of electric keeps going up, the system will be paying for itself sooner rather than later. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and that's 2 months solar stats in one. You're welcome. Anyway, we'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.